Hey guys, I'm Reverend Jeff Will Rumble. I've just pulled up in the driveway of some longtime friends of mine, dear friends I've known for many, many years. We're gonna hang out, watch a little football, and one other thing that, well, come on inside, I'll show you. Okay, so here's my friend John. I've known John since we were kids. I've known John for that length of time. We were kids going to church together and school together, scouts, all of that. I've known Jennifer since they first started dating a number of years ago. I was honored to officiate at their wedding, which was awesome. And Jennifer has a birthday coming up.
A big birthday.
A big birthday?
A 60.
60. You really did? Okay.
Zero.
Yeah. So
I'm going to say it out loud.
You did say it out
I'm
loud.
owning it.
So yeah. So what I've decided to do is, as my birthday gift to Jennifer, is we're making this video, and she's going to pick one of these rocks that we've got in front of us, and I'm going to make a cabochon out of that, and then have that set, and it's going to become a pendant for her. Yeah. So we've got a number of rocks that are possible. I can tell you about, I've collected all of these myself, so I can tell you where all of them came from and what they are. All sorts of different things. For example, this here is a moss agate. This, actually, I'm not entirely sure what this one is, but I know where it's from.
Looks like clay. Looks like clay.
This is from that deposit at Sleeping Beauty Mountain in the Southern Cadies, as is this. That's been on several of my videos. These are from a couple miles away at another location right there around the base of Sleeping Beauty Mountain. So all of these are possible. Things to think about is we have these templates here. When I look, for example, at this moss agate, you don't get the whole thing. So the idea is, if you want, say, a circle, you can put that on, and that's the picture that you're going to get. So the way to look at these is to use this and look through them. The other thing to do is to dip it in water a little bit, because that's going to show you, that's going to give you a better idea of how the color will work.
Oh, that's pretty
and
neat.
So then you can look through there. I also have, I'm not sure if any of the pieces of this particular rock made it here with me. This also is a moss agate from same area, and you can see it's a lighter color, but that's
pretty cool.
other things. So if you would like to just look at, I can do circles, I can do ovals. Cool. You need to pick a size, and also actually an orientation, because it can be horizontal or vertical. And we can do squares. We can do, this is called a cushion cut here, where it's it's a pillow, basically. It's a little bit rounded. We can do a drop shape. There's a couple drop shape sizes on this one. So if you guys want to just look at that and decide what colors you like and which pictures you like, and then we'll be able to make that work.
I like that pink with the black vein.
Okay, so Jennifer has decided to go with this pink material here. This is called Pyrox Mangite. It's actually pretty much the same composition, the same stuff in it as rhodonite. Difference is that this forms at, down in the earth, forms at much higher pressure and lower temperature. And so really it's the same stuff, but the molecules line up a little differently. Truthfully, it looks the same, it acts the same, it feels the same. The only way to tell them apart is expensive chemical tests that I've looked online, and I know where I found this, and I know that the material from that area is Pyrox Mangite rather than rhodonite. When I found it on the ground, this is what the rock looks like on the outside. It's got a lot of manganese in it. So the manganese, that's why you get the black manganese oxide on the outside, but broken open, you have the pink on the inside. So what I've done with this is first I took, honestly, just a Sharpie, and I drew where a couple of cracks were. And the reason for that is that in order to get the clean material, I had to work around the cracks. And then I used this template here where it's the two pieces connected. That way I line it up and I can draw the shape on the one side, flip it over, and it's the shape on the other side too. So I've got my shapes drawn on the slab on both sides with the use of this template. I drew. Jennifer decided that she wanted to have circles, so we're going with a circular shape to our cab, and looking at it within finding the good areas within the cracks, in between the cracks, and the edges. We kind of decided that probably the nickel size is the way to go. Almost went quarter. We were very close to going with a quarter. In fact, just a few minutes ago, I was on the phone with her a couple times talking about that. So I've drawn on there using this aluminum pen, and actually I did two so that I've got a backup just in case something goes wrong. But two of the nicer spots on here, and then I flipped over and I drew sort of lines across in a couple different places around those circles. And the idea is to cut away material that I don't want and get relatively close to the outside edges of those circles. I want to leave some space because I'd rather grind in. That's a whole lot more precise. I'd rather grind in to where the circles are to the shape, but I don't want to have to grind all the way from out here, for example. That just takes a whole lot of time and effort, and grinder wheels for the Genie are a lot more expensive than saw blades too. So so I will saw first to get my two separate pieces, and then just, little by little cut away the material that I don't want and leave the circle with some space around it. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. And then from there, after that, I can move to the Genie and do the work. Really should do this here. So once again, I'm starting this with some questionable lighting conditions, but I want to get it done today, so at least as much as I can. So I'll tell you about where I found this. That's actually pretty interesting, I think. It's a location in southwest Colorado. It's a place called, well, what used to be the Sunnyside Mine, what used to be Lake Emma. And that's why it's so interesting. It's up above, it's about 12,500 feet up, and so way above timberline. The road to get there is steep and has one little moment that's a little sketch, and it's, if you were to go off the side, it would be bad. And I've only been there once. I've only been there once. It's probably 10, 12 years ago that I was there. 10, I guess. And didn't get to stay long, got chased off by a thunderstorm that was rising up in the area, and so I really only found a couple of pieces, and I wish I'd been able to stay longer than I was. But the place has this history. A lot of gold came out of that mine, and this Pyrox Mangite is just sort of one of the side materials that comes along with the gold in that area. And so there was a very profitable and very extensive underground gold mining work there, and they decided that for reasons of transportation and such, just moving things around, it would be a good idea to make a tunnel under the lake. Under the lake. So in the late 1970s, one morning, the lake broke through and dumped millions of gallons of water and lake muck down into the mine tunnel. And really, the only reason that nobody was killed is that it happened to be on a Sunday morning and everyone was in church. So there you go. But yeah, so that's when they went to I guess adapt, clean up, restore. What they did is they just made it so there's no lake anymore. There still is a stream that runs through there. The lake is gone, and all the mine tunnels are cleared up, and all the tailings are moved out as well. In fact, in more recent years, there has been some problems with the tailings, the waste material from the mines in that area. That there's a lot of toxic heavy metals in that material, and that has put a whole lot of toxic gunk into the Animas River, and which flows down past Silverton and on down past Durango, Colorado. And that's where this is located. It's in between Durango and then on up to Ouray in the north, and that's where Silverton is, and then this is a little bit east and uphill from Silverton. So would help if I had power. I'll work on that. I recommend plugging in your equipment. All right. Stop it up. Okay, as soon as this cools a little bit, be ready to work. Okay, so you can see here, I'm just barely above the line that I marked for my bezel. I've started a dome all the way around. The little more yellowish brownish spot in the middle is the one area that has not yet been touched, but I think right now is when I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Nova wheels, the softer Nova wheels, for actually putting in the dome. Doming quite nicely. this material. I'll say this: circles to me are harder than free forms or ovals, and the reason is that the free forms and ovals are a little more forgiving. If you're not quite exactly even, it's less apparent. Whereas with a circle, you kind of want it to be, you know, more precise, more even. But this is working out, and I'll stay with it. I need to be on this for a fair bit and make sure that I've removed all of the scratches from these two wheels here. So as I work on this, what I'm finding is I don't think it's going to take quite as high gloss a polish as some of the other materials I've worked with. But we'll see as we get through the other polishing wheels. It's still looking, I think, quite nice, and we'll keep going with it. Okay, I said that. Now I'm looking a little better. And I'm not done with this wheel, and then I've got the next. So by the time we get to this last wheel, we've ground away pretty much as we're going to. The picture we're going to see is this. The only thing left at this point now is to get the gloss on the polish a little higher, little better gloss, and then this will be what we have for this stone. All right, so I think this is what I'm going to get. Let's get it off to the freezer and get it off the stick. Okay, time to clean up the back. Start over here on this Nova wheel. And here's our stone. As you can see, I did a pretty good job of getting it round, as we would hope. Back is clean. You can see the shape has a little bit of a angle on the sides to, you know, give it so that bezel can grab onto the stone when it's set. I was a little concerned at the one point about whether or not this material would take a good polish, but it seems to have done all right. I'm pretty happy with that. The pattern is kind of fun and a little bit subtle, but fun. So yeah, that's the stone. And next step now is to head off to Golden Touch Jewelers to see Christy there, and we'll see if Christy can get this set in silver for us, and then we'll have this become a pendant, and then the project will be completed. So I'm on my way now to Golden Touch Jewelers, which is, I think they've got a couple different offices. The one I'm going to is located actually inside of Nevada Minerals and Books, which is a little rock shop, wonderful little rock shop, we'll get there, located on Tustin Avenue between Chapman and the 22 in Orange, California. Kind of back corner of a little strip mall there, and we'll be there in a moment. So this back in here is Nevada Minerals and Books. Wonderful place if you're into minerals, rocks, crystals, fossils. You could spend hours in this place. It is so jam-packed with stuff. The owner, Walt, wherever he got to, is super nice and friendly and knowledgeable and helpful. That's him back in the corner. And around this way is Christy.
Hello. Hi, you guys. How are you? I know we are wearing a mask, and I don't like masks at all.
Yeah, none of us do.
But again, what
None
can
of
we
us do.
I know.
So yeah, I've got mine on too.
I know.
So all right. Okay, so what I've got here is the rock. Make sure we're on. Yes, the rock that it originally came from. That rock was split into several pieces. This is one of the pieces.
Oh, wow.
And here is our cut stone.
Wow.
Here.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Wow. Look at that, huh?
So you can see it's a little more pink than the original rock. The reason is it's got a lot of manganese in it, and over time that manganese actually tarnishes a little bit. So it will have to be cleaned every couple of years probably.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen quickly, it happens slowly.
Yeah, but if you polish it, it's gonna tarnish. I think it shouldn't, right?
No,
if it is polished.
Honestly, I don't know the answer to
Yeah,
that.
I don't know
the
either.
answer,
But
so
hopefully it is polished, so it won't, tarnish anymore.
I'll mention it to Jennifer, and it's going to be hers. She's going to be able to leave it. We'll leave it in her hands.
Yeah.
Now,
This is beautiful.
Jennifer would like to do. She and I talked about this. She would like to do the thing where it's the round with the two different.
The split.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
split.
I don't know what the name is for that.
Yeah.
But that's her preference, and I showed her options and said, which do you like?
Okay.
So she thinks that and the chain that's maybe a touch shorter.
Shorter?
So
She wants it like here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So what is that? A 16?
16 inches.
16 that would be good.
Okay.
How would you? I've got to put my elbow on it so we can't see. How would you, looking at this? How would you orient that?
I would do it this way, the pink, the plain pink is going to be on top, and basically the other mineral is going to be on the bottom, and then the two.
Which is exactly what I drew here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did. Yeah, right. So it's going to be like this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is actually, I held the stone on to make the mark.
Yeah.
So that's about as exact as we can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the lighter pink spot is up high.
Yeah.
And I would think of this as maybe this is the ground and that's a cloud, or this is the ground and that's a flower, or it's that sort of shape to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the other question then is, do you think it would be better given this stone and this color and this material, do you think it would be better to have just the plain silver, or to have the rope border around it?
I would just do it plain, because I want to show the beauty of the stone.
Okay, so you like the plain.
I like it plain. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I'm good with that.
Okay.
And I think then that I can leave this in your capable hands. We'll just leave the picture with it.
Yeah.
Can't have that. That's mine. I'm keeping it.
I know. That's a beauty.
So someday this will be slabbed up too, maybe.
Yeah.
But I have actually a couple other slabs that I can make more of this.
This is beautiful.
When I choose to.
It's a beauty.
Maybe
very
enough
nice
for another
stone.
half dozen or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it looks good on her.
But yeah, that's what we hope, and that's what I trust. So,
Okay, yeah.
so we'll leave it in your
thank you.
hands.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll do a good job for you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Back here at Nevada Minerals and Books. Christy is not here today, but Walt is, and so coming in to see him again. Super knowledgeable, super nice. Just come on into the rock shop. You'll see. And he is back around this way. And here's Walt. So let me look at this, cleaning this glass off for me. Yeah.
All right. There's a rhodonite.
Close.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's
Pyrox
the
Mangite.
Pyrox Mangite.
Yeah.
It's from the Leadville area. Huh? Here you go.
That is very nice. I don't even know if I'm...
You got it
Here,
preference
hold that up.
Okay. Here we go. This is
Let's
the
see.
finished product of the kind of rare mineral.
Yeah. That's nice. Well, I will get this on its way to Jennifer almost right now.
Perfect.
Got straddle the pole. Is that on?
It is on. All right. Yeah, but I edit.
You're editing?
Yeah, I edit stuff. I edit stuff all the time. So, you know. So here we are, and happy birthday.
You just get a box. That's all you get.
No, I don't get
It's a beautiful box.
I know it's inside. Ooh.
Holy wow!
Ooh. That really turned out nice. Wow. You get that black on it, just that on that vein. Oh, I really like the double. I've never had a necklace that.
Wow!
Are you gonna do it?
I will do it. That is
That's
just.
so beautiful.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is. Yeah, it's pretty. Didn't say I was good at this. I just said I'll do it.
Here. I'm gonna use my nails.
Yeah, no, actually, I think that's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's
Oh,
better.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
it's-
before it was.
Right.
Well, because I was choking you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't say I was good at this. I like the way. I like the setting too.
I like how it sits here versus off the center. Because then it sits flat and it doesn't
Yeah.
sway.
And
back
doesn't
forth.
choke you up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
That is-
pretty?
Oh my God! It's awesome.
Is it pretty? Is it as you wanted it to be?
Oh, I think it came out very nice. Yeah.
It's
Like it. But do you like it? That's
I
the
can't
important
see
part.
it.
You saw it.
I know if I can't see it on. Good.
It's beautiful. It really is. It's very you too.
I'm
Yes.
very happy.
And it's silver.
Thank
And,
you.
and it's silver,
Excellent.
Yes.
which
I'm very happy.
she likes. She likes silver more than gold.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Very beautiful.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
Thank you. That's a double thumbs up.
Ooh,
Or is
wait.
that
It's like
Wait, we got lots.
6 thumbs
six
up.
thumbs up?
That is,
Boom, boom. Six.
oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Jeff. And knowing it was, that you found it and did it, that's probably the best part. What? He found it and he cut it. Shut up.
Yeah, we'll edit that part out. It'll be great.
It'll be great.
So there it is. I enjoyed the process, especially just the notion of my friend being able to pick the stone that she wanted and the shape that she wanted and all of that. I did actually get a text from Jennifer earlier today thanking me again. She said she loves it, which obviously that's what I would hope for. That's the goal. So that's great. Big thank you to Walt from Nevada Minerals and Bookstore, to Christy from Golden Touch Jewelers for their help with the process. And I'm glad you came along to watch. That's great too. I'm not 100% sure what I'll do next, but eyes open. There's something coming. And I hope you have great adventures in your life.